I'm John Hayden. Let's queer up South Florida and Florida. It's the little acts of pride that push back on the anti-LGBTQ plus climate. In these difficult times, you have to savor the small victories. We all know times are tough, and you don't need me to rehash the litany of terribles coming out of Tallahassee and Washington. But there are a couple of wins that could lift your spirits. First, as rainbow crosswalks are erased, communities are finding creative ways to flip the rainbow bird to the fascists. The Wilton Manors Improvement District unveiled rainbow bicycle racks in the heart of the city at the Alibi intersection. Artist Claudia Castillo told me, quote, "The project reflects the ongoing mission to enhance the drive with improvements that support local businesses and reinforce the inclusive, safe, and tourist destination vibe on the drive." Now, this next one may not seem like a win until you remember the fragile ego of the fascist in chief. Last year, Lauderdale by the Sea voted to co-name Sea Grape Drive as President Donald J. Trump Drive. Local Republicans even asked the White House how they wanted it to read, and even threatened, boasted, that Trump himself might visit to see the sign. Well, the sign has changed, and honestly, I'm not mad at it. Check this out. Sea Grape has top billing, while Trump appears below in a significantly smaller font. Not that size or fonts mean anything to them. Honestly, how petty would that be? I'm pretty sure his team isn't showing him this. He'd be like, what? Is that even a thing? He'd probably even have Florida Governor Ron DeSantis defund the town. The moral is, in these dark times, the little dots of light are getting brighter where you'd least expect them. And if you can read about more of these stories at Greater Wilton Manors on Facebook and YouTube. And by the way, Broward Republican Facebook page has 0 references to this story. None. Nada. I'm just, wow. When it's like you knew it was coming, but then I was like, oh wait, that's not, because there was a mock-up and I can't find it again, but it said it was one big long sign that said Donald J. Trump Drive / Sea Grape Drive. And that's not how it turned out. And by the way, the bike racks. Don't let the bike racks get lost in this.
No, not at all. Not at all. Big shout out going to Wilton Improvement District over there, Claudia Castillo and all of them over there for beautifying our Wilton Manors even more so. You know, those bike racks, they give me life. They make me smile, you know. It's that feeling when you drive over the Rainbow Bridge, right? And you feel like I'm home. Right? And that's what the bike racks provide for, people visiting to locals alike. And that's a wonderful thing. And I want to comment on you, John Hayden. You're usually a little like negative Nancy. I look at you and you were like, no, we've got to take our victories. We have to. Absolutely. For our mental health, we've got to also celebrate because these are victories, honey. You know, this fool is a size queen. I am elated over the fact that, it says Sea Grape that big over top, Maybe they could do that for the Kennedy Center. Kennedy! And then Trump. Very little. I might be okay with that. You know what I mean?
Well, I think in the orange malignancies, tertiary syphilis, Swiss cheese brain, he probably hears it as seek rape when Melania pronounces it for him because he can't read. Seek rape, Donald, seek rape. Boycott Lauderdale by the Sea until they take that sign down.
And there are people who are.
Oh, yeah.
There's folks online that are super upset. I have friends who have some of their favorite restaurants in that area, and they're just not going.
There's a Chicago stuffed pizza place in Lauderdale by the Sea that I'm going to have to stop going to. Yep.
Well, we'll keep you up to date with this story and a whole lot more. All right. And there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.